Do you have an Oklahoma driver's license? Well, it could soon stop working as identification at places that many of us use every day.
Places like airports and federal buildings, even the Social Security office. 2 Works For You anchor Stephen Romo finds out what this means for Oklahomans. New at 10.
An Oklahoma ID may not be enough to get you into places like a federal courthouse here or even through airport security soon. So what is the whole subject of real ID anyway? It's been talked about for years, so we wanted to work for you, cut through the complications, and tell you what you need to know. This problem stretches back a decade with a law signed by President Bush to increase security after 9/11. Oklahoma's had an extension of the federal deadline, but that ends Saturday.
We've got a potential problem on our hands.
State Senator John Sparks says lawmakers have known for a long time about this, but nothing's been done. It boils down to this. A 2007 Oklahoma law prohibits state IDs from digitally storing information to verify identity, like radio frequency identification chips. That means Oklahoma IDs can't meet the federal requirements. So next week, your license could not be enough to get you in places like the Social Security office, military bases, or other federal facilities.
Our officials here at DPS have been working with the state officials.
Those DPS and legislative efforts haven't gotten anywhere, and the impacts could increase dramatically in January. Starting on New Year's, that Oklahoma license may not be enough to get you on an airplane. Instead, you need something like a passport, even for a domestic flight.
I would suspect many elderly Oklahomans do not have passports.
So you might be asking, what's the big deal? Why doesn't the state just comply with these federal standards? Well, opponents of Real ID worried that those RFID chips may lead to the government tracking where they are. Homeland Security says that's not the case. It just prevents people from making fake IDs. Stephen Romo, 2 Works For You.
Thank you, Stephen. Today, Governor Mary Fallon's office issued a statement on this, saying the state's extension will expire Saturday, but, quote, no federal facilities in Oklahoma have notified the state that Oklahoma residents will be affected. It goes on to say, we do not expect any immediate impact on Oklahoma residents as a result of the current extension expiring.